boy, you know you wanna put a ring on my Hey y'all, and welcome back to our channel. It is Megan and
Sky.
You can find me on Instagram at the Meg Mac, and you can find Sky on Instagram at
_SKAHY.
And today we're going to be talking about Married at First Sight, season 11, episode 12. I should know the episode number we're on, but that's 12. I don't really be remembering.
This is 12?
Yeah, that's 12.
Oh, duh, Sky.
Okay, episode 12. We are going to start off. We like to start it off with the kind of calm couples, the chill couples, just so we can get through them, and then the spicy ones will go later on. So first, we're going to talk about Amelia Bennett. So what do you think about Amelia Bennett?
Honestly, again, there's not many changes for them. Like, I don't know, like, not saying that they're definitely going in like a good rate, but it's like very consistent. So I don't think there's been any like serious influx where it's like, oh my gosh, like they absolutely will get married. I think, again, like we said last time, it's just waiting on the big decision that she needs to do.
That's next week.
Yeah, so I think besides that, they're still a 9 for me though.
I said the same thing too. I put them at a 9. The only notes I really had was from Bennett and her his sister when they're at the restaurant. She was
the tarot card.
That whole situation was strange. Like, she was really asking for some bird seeds for the teddy bear, and I was like, okay, girl.
I'm not even gonna lie, I probably wasn't paying attention during that part.
No, this happened in the beginning. They were like sitting down at the restaurant, and she was like telling him to pick cards so she can read his, I don't really know about that type of stuff, tarot cards.
Reading his like future or like his truth.
Yeah. And she brought a teddy bear with her and had it at the table. And like they were in the middle of talking, and she turned and she was like to the bear, "You're not eating your potatoes." And then called the waiter and they called the waiter over and was like, "Can we get bird seeds instead? I don't think that he's really into the potato." Like, I was like,
I don't think the potatoes was the problem. Potatoes was not the problem.
She's different. But it was cute to see like their dynamic and how brother-sister roles played out. But I really didn't have anything to say. I thought the song that Amelia wrote for him was cute.
But that was really cute. I mean, I didn't really have anything to say, but like there's one thing that I did catch the sister saying, and she was basically saying like maybe your relationship is going because it's good, you should like reflect on it, something like that. So I was like, low key, I was like, like maybe they should really like analyze their relationship. Like, why is it going so good? Is there something that you're missing? And not saying that a relationship can't go good, but it's like usually in a relationship where there's two, like there's going to be a conflict at some point. And like, if y'all aren't running into these conflicts early on, like, will they arise later on in your relationship? Right. But pretty much that's all, whatever. And then I was like, oh, Bennett really loves her. Like, he wants to just tell her that he loves her. And I was like, that's so cute that he's actually like in love with her now. So that's pretty much all I had for them.
All right, same. And I gave them a 9.
Yeah, 9. So the next couple,
Amani and Woody, I go in between an 8 and a 9 with them every week, and I feel like it's a 8 closer to 9, like an 8.5. I'll give them an 8.5 this week, which is essentially a 9. But okay, what I want to talk about with them is that whole budget thing. I was like, boy, like this. Yeah. He be spending.
He do be spending. But also, I feel like it's kind of like, I guess you have to think about, like, nobody, like, I don't know what his position is. So, like, I guess you have to think about his spending relative to his income and, like, how much he has left after whatever. Because I'm like, if he makes, like, 85, 90,000 a year, I mean, then maybe $500 a month is nothing. But, like, if he doesn't make that much, then it's like, eh. But I personally gave them a 9 this week. And last week it was like, I think it was 8 last week. But I gave them a 9 this week just because I feel like I see them growing so much as a couple. And, like, I think for me, like, they do have really good chances of, like, just being together. So I'm just like, Sky, this is your favorite couple. Just, give them the 9 that they deserve, like. I just love them together. And, like, I feel like I just love their energy together. Like, it's, like, very organic and, like, effortless. It's not like I'm trying to love you.
Right.
Even though they do have, like, struggles. So that's why I feel like the difference between them and, like, Amelia and Bennett is, like, Amelia and Bennett get together, like, they get along really well, but they don't have any issues. So it's, like, kind of like saying, like, why is it so good? Whereas, like, with, like, Amani and Woody, like, they also get along really, really well, but it's, like, you have seen them, like, kind of, like, work through some of their issues and, like, actually have disagreements or things where they're like, whoa, like, they get, like, taken back. Like, what did he just say? What did she just say? You know what I'm saying? And I think, like, that allows them to start working on their communication and problem solving early on. Whereas, like, Amelia and Bennett, they haven't had the opportunity to do that yet because they haven't had any disagreements or, like, anything that they really opposed on. So it's like, I think Amani and Woody, because they are discovering so much about each other and they are learning how to, like, communicate and problem solve early on, I feel like that'll be better for them in the future. That's why I gave them a 9. And they're just my people. I just love their energy.
I do too. Like, I do see what you're saying, because I think that I've seen Amani and Woody, like, exercise good communication and, like, working things out well. And that is obviously important. Like, when you're looking to spend the rest of your life with someone, like, y'all have to at least be able to talk about things that are going on. So I feel like that was good. They also were talking about apartment, like, where they want to live after. And I was like, oh, that's cute. Like, they're planning for the future. I didn't know that housing was as expensive over there as it is here. They're talking about $1,800 a month for the apartment. I was like, it'd be like that, huh?
It do be like that.
Expensive.
It really do. But I feel like, yeah, I really just like them. And they had me crying just because, like, when they was going back and forth about the dog and all the other stuff, I was just like, he does not want this dog. And she's like, he getting the dog. Like, and it just got me crying. Like, I don't know. But I think one thing I really, really like about Woody, and one thing I'll say that he consistently has been doing, is, like, he's been always finding, like interesting, creative ways to, like, surprise her or, like, make her feel special or something like that. And I feel like it, like, even though they've only technically been together for, like, a week, like, I said a week. Sorry, I'm not trying to do your relationship like that. But technically, since they've only been together for, like, a month, you're like, oh, like, it's really not that long to be consistent. But, like, throughout this month, he's been really consistent with, like, it seemed like every other day he'd be trying to do something nice for her. And I'd be like, and I was like, the little coupon thing, I'm like,
that's cute.
And I was like, that was real inexpensive, even though I think he was just trying to benefit himself, because a lot of them was very sexual. But
all of them, like,
all of them was sexual. Like, a quickie, I'll do this for you, I'll do, like, all of it was sexual. So I'm like, he knew he was trying to do this for himself, but whatever. But yeah, definitely a 9 for them.
She also said this episode that she's approaching love, and I was like, oh, I love it. Like,
Yeah, so cute.
I'm nervous for next episode, though, because the preview looked a little sketchy, but I also have, like, a lot of trust in their ability to talk things through and communicate. So
yes, I think that's why, like, for the week, for, like, next week, even though I did see that too, I was just like, I don't think I'm worried about them. I think like, for them, I think it's definitely, like, editing, because I'm like, I know like probably like 75% sure that like they'll work through whatever it is, or like they'll laugh it off in some type of way. So it won't be like, I'm about to kill you, but like it'll be like and then they'll get over it. But I was low-key upset because I'm like, when he was giving her a foot massage, I was like, did y'all have to zoom in on her toes? Like, I'm not saying her toes is ugly, but like, did I need to see her toes?
I don't think I saw that.
Like, he was like, she was like, ooh, can I catch this one in now? And then they zoomed in on her toes. Like, come on, production. Like,
I'm screaming.
Not the toes.
Yeah, production has been exposing people throughout this whole season. Okay, next couple. Karen and Miles. Let's see.
Did I have anything?
Did I give them a 6 last week or a 5? Let me look.
You gave him a 4 or 5.
I think I gave him a 5 last week, and I'm giving him a 5 again.
Oh, you gave them a 5 last week. I think I'm gonna give them I think I was saying like 7.5 before. Actually, let me see what I see. It says 7.5. I'm gonna give them a 7. I'm gonna go down 0.5.
I can see it.
Why did you say a 5?
Okay. I'm just consistent. Like, I feel like they can go either way, and that's what every episode is just showing me. Like, I don't know, they're not giving me much growth or anything. Like, even though they were talking, like when they met up all together, Amani Woody and Karen and Miles, all of them, she was giving mad side eyes. Like, he would say stuff, and she was
not having it.
I'm just like, okay, she doesn't like. I think it started off with good energy, and then it kind of shifted as he was speaking. And it just, I don't know. There's something about it that I'm like, they're cute, but I don't know.
No, I definitely agree with that, because I think he was talking about like, I guess they were talking about like, what have you learned about yourself since this whole experience? And he was saying like, I guess like I'm not as open or not as whatever as I think I am, or something. I forgot what she said, but like he was like, yeah, because this be Karen. And then she was like, and I was like, she's not having it. Like she's not taking it as a joke. Like she may be like joking it off, but like she really was like looking at him like, oh no, he was not over here. And they talk about fostering a dog. They do not need to foster a dog, because y'all need to foster the relationship. That's what y'all need to do.
Bro, why did I see on some Twitter, someone said y'all are trying to foster a dog and y'all can't even foster love? I was like,
I didn't even see that. That's crazy. No, for real. Y'all need to foster a relationship. That's like, why would you have a baby if your household is not, together? Like, there's no point. Like,
it doesn't make sense.
Like, I don't think they should add more responsibility on their like plate when they can't handle the responsibility in front of them, which is to be a communicating, fulfilled, to be in a whatever the word is, in a whatever relationship. They can't even do whatever that is.
Yeah.
It's like, why add a dog? For what?
Makes no sense at all. I don't know. I feel like it could really go either way with them, and we'll have to see. It doesn't look promising to me.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Yeah, and the little next week clip, I was like,
yeah, I don't know if it's editing, but let me tell you, since we're talking about next week's clip, the way that I thought they would not work because of Karen, I could have 1000% bet that she was gonna be like, I'm leaving. And the way that it was edited, it seemed like Miles was fed up. Like, he didn't look like he cracked one smile in that little promo. I don't know.
I think it was just the editing, but like also it's like, I understand why Miles would say something, because it's like, I really like Karen. I really want to make this work because I really want to be married. I really want to be with someone, that I can share my life with. But I'm putting in all this effort and I'm getting very minimal back. I can't stay in this relationship. And I mean, like, if that's his perspective and why he said, like, if they asked me today, would I marry you? I'd have to say no, like, basically, then I understand, because it's like,
you gotta put yourself first.
Facts. And
that's a whole marriage.
Like, and yeah, it's,
that's what
but
they
Karen seemed a little hurt by it in the.
Yeah, she did seem hurt, but that's literally what they asked of him, like with Pastor Cal.
Yeah.
They were like, we need you to say what you need. So if he's saying what he needs, you have the right to be upset and like feel offended by if like what he needs is not you. But I mean, it may not be you, sis.
True. I don't know. Like, I feel like that's why mine went down a little bit, is because I'm like, all right, like, give me something new. Give me something. Give me growth. Give me liberty. Give me freedom. Give me, I don't know. Give me something besides what y'all are giving me. So
something.
I was like, I'm gonna just have to knock y'all down a little bit. Like, I really have so much faith in them, but like, I don't know, because I see potential, but they don't see a potential. So it's like, why am I seeing the potential for you if you don't see it? Like, I can't.
But I'm not basing my thing off potential, because, girl.
I'm crying. Okay, so the next couple would be Olivia and Brett. What would you rate them?
Okay, so I've been notorious of giving them a -5. And this week, I'm going to give them a 0. So technically they went up, but they're still not going anywhere. What about you?
They're still at a 1 for me. I've been pretty consistent with the 1. Yeah. Well, why did you say 0? I'm like really just appalled. I mean, like, surprised.
Well, okay. Well, I feel like it's because we're seeing a different side of Brett. Like when they put in those little clips of them in the space, like alone, I was like, okay, like he's still like, I don't know what it is about him. I think that they lack the ability of to communicate. There's something off. They don't buy. I still don't think they're gonna make it, but it is good to see that it wasn't like, no way, we have 10 minutes left. Sorry, I should have finished my thought.
It's okay.
There's no way that I see them staying together.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think the thing about it was definitely when I saw them little clips of Brett and he was like, he cradled her like a baby. I'm like, this is Brett? No, this is not. But like at the same time, I feel like I understand why he may act a little different, because it's like, if maybe he's a very private person, so like maybe like he only does minimal, like, you know, hugging and stuff when the camera's around, but like when it's just y'all, come on, babe, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I understand that. And also he was saying that, like, he was like, oh, I really, really like Olivia, like, da-da-da-da. I'm like, is this Brett? Like, I don't know.
He also called her insecure. He called her mean this episode just because she's like firm in what she says. And I feel like I can understand where he's coming from, but I don't agree with it. Like, her being stern doesn't mean that she's being mean. She's just being stern on what she has to say.
Yeah.
I do feel like it could be perceived as mean when you are like projecting and stuff. And sometimes she does come off as mean, like not all the time, but I think there's a balance. He also comes off sarcastic more often than not. And he's claiming that he's not always being sarcastic. So that's something to say for both of y'all. Like, there's some projecting happening. Maybe it's just not working and y'all aren't like listening to what each other is saying versus like how you're saying it. So
yeah, that's what I was saying. They're still not gonna work in my mind. But I mean, if they do work, I wish them the best. But like, if they don't cancel like this time, not if they don't, like, you know, we're just gonna break this off here, then I don't see them like making it past like a year. Honestly, like,
facts.
I don't see it.
Oops. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I just don't see it at all. So it's like, I don't really know. Like, it's really interesting though. But I guess the next couple would be our favorite couple in the whole wide world, Christina and Henry.
Okay, so for Christina and Henry, I really didn't have much to say about them. I just don't think they're gonna work. I feel like Henry should just be with his friend that came, because she clearly doesn't like him. I mean, she likes him and she doesn't like her, and I understand, because the way that they showed how she was acting to production, a whole mess, like, just cancel it. But then her friend was kind of like, you need to do more to Christina, and I feel like she was shocked that he was saying that. They both need to do more and less at the same time. I don't like it. Done.
What did you give them for a score?
What did I give them last week? I think I gave them 0 last week, and I think I'm gonna give them 0 again, because I'm so mad at last week, because she really came for him. Like, rude.
I don't know. See, I think the only thing, I literally only wrote one note for them. It was still not gonna work. That's what I wrote. There's nothing else. It just says Christina and Henry still not gonna work. That's all I had to say. I'm like, I'm not even gonna waste my finger space, my finger energy typing anything else, because it's just still not gonna work. No matter what you say, it's still not gonna work. So I was like, that's it. Like, honestly, I wasn't even paying attention when it was going to that couple. I really didn't pay attention. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, I love you, Henry. It's not gonna work. I think when I went into their section of the show, I was like, no.
Sleep. Yeah, I still like Henry. I think also like watching him talk to his friend versus how like irritated he gets with Christina, I truly think it's a Christina thing. Like, I feel like she brings out the worst in him, and she tries to like snap back at him, and she was saying like, oh, he's different from any of the other guys I've dated and all this stuff, and like, why did you, I don't know, something about this is just not right. Like, something about her, like her switching up like this, and then her friend was like, clearly like, you want to be wanted, which makes sense, I'll give her that. But like, he was also like, you might have to like go to him, do some stuff with him, like, and she was just like, okay. I feel she was not with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have nothing more to say, but I think that about it wraps up our review for this week. There's not much to say, honestly. This week was a very chill week. I would say one of the chillest weeks that we've had. There's not any tea or juice bill. But we're excited to see what happens next week. You know,
yes. Next week looks like it's about to be a bomb episode, so make sure you come back. We're going to try to upload on Fridays, barring that there's no technical difficulties or whatever. But yeah, we will see you guys next week. Make sure you like. Y'all don't really be commenting, but if you feel led to comment. Subscribe. We are thinking about adding some more shows, like we said before. Maybe some Love Island, we'll see. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, because a lot of y'all are not subscribed, but you be watching, but you're not subscribed. So subscribe.
Oh, you can't see the heart through my shirt.
All right, see y'all next week.
Bye.